Hey guys, Phil here. Just a quick one for you. So this week we didn't get an opportunity to record, but we do have something for you. So over the Christmas, me, Buzz, and Shane, we did a round of 20 questions that we didn't quite find a week to put out. So we have that for you this week. So please do forgive the fact that it's very Christmassy. I think I'm in a Christmas jumper, if I remember correctly, but it's a fun episode. So it's going to be a quick one this week, but a fun one. So back to normal next week, promise. And we are planning on doing live streaming with the podcast next week. So if that's your preference, follow us, follow me in particular, I guess, on twitch.tv/Philiopius, PHILIOUPUS, on Thursdays at 8 p.m. GMT, whatever that works out. So look at my Twitch schedule to find it out. Anyway, enough of all that. Enjoy the show. Bye. Ho 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 everybody, and welcome to a casual game cast mini. Yes, that's right folks, we are coming at you like Cleopatra over the Christmas season to fill you full of joy and entertainment and giggles and laughs and a bit of banter. So, how bad? Now, I'm Phil Keogh, and as always, I am joined by the lovely Shane Bowe. Say hello, Shane.
Hello.
And we are blessed once again. We get the beautiful Ciaran Busby. Hello, Ciaran. How are you, sir?
Hello, Phil. How are you doing? Thanks a million for having me on there again now.
No bother at all. You're channeling your slug or something there.
How you doing?
Are you doing a bit of questions, is it?
A bit of questions.
Now, you could probably tell by the show title that this particular casual game content mini is very, very much specified on one task. And that is for us to kick it, get loose, and play some games. And in particular, we're going to play, back by popular demand, video game 20 questions. I almost forgot what it was called. Now, that's how excited I am. But just to clarify, in case anybody's going to eat me alive in the comments, yes, this is not an original idea. Who has original ideas these days? Specifically, just to pay it forward, this idea it does come from another gaming podcast, which is Game Scoop, which is IGN's weekly video game. They do it every week. We know. But it doesn't mean that we can't have a bit of fun every once in a while and do it ourselves because it looks like fun. Okay, that's out of the way. So, what we're going to do is, the last time we played 20 questions, Shane, you'll remember, myself, yourself, and Aaron were playing, and I gave you 2 or 3 games, and you kind of figured it out and whatever. This time we're going to go around the board. So I'm going to have a go, you're going to have a go, and Ciaran's going to have a go. Okay? The rules, for anybody that isn't familiar, is we get 20 questions, including the guess. Okay? So really you get 19 questions. They can only be answered with yes or no. There is no specifying or whatever. And the questions can be whatever the hell you want. So, like, if you can make a question as elaborate as you want, as long as it can be answered with a yes or a no, it's fair game. Okay? And they are the only restrictions. Now, in order for this not to go on for 3.5 hours, we did stipulate ahead of time that we weren't going to pick anything too obscure, but it really comes down to how good are we at, figuring these types of things out. So does it really matter how obscure it was? Who knows? But let's get straight into it, shall we? Now, I shall go first, if that is okay. If we don't have any objections in the crowd.
No objections.
Okay. I would have overruled them anyway. So, with that, folks, let's begin. So, video game 20 questions. My pick. You guys are working together to guess. It's up to you who goes first, or if you want to go back and forth in questions, that's you guys come up with your own strategy. I'm just going to sit here and count your questions. So Go.
What are we thinking?
I'll let the guest go first.
Okay.
Oh, you're such a gentleman.
Okay.
I know.
I'm a big fan of the podcast that this is kind of inspired by, and I think a good one that they always do start off with is, does your character wear a hat?
Ooh, yes, I do like that question. I do. I'm a fan of that question also. No.
Shit.
If you want, Phil, I have a pen and a piece of paper here to scratch off like the number of questions asked.
Oh yeah, please, by all means. I'm just going to do this for visual representation.
Okay. Did this game release before the year 2000?
No.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so we're modern. What about 2010s? Is it after the 2010s, or like as in like post 2010, January 1st, 2010?
Yes.
So it is after 2010.
Yes.
That's okay. Right. Okay, so it's pretty modern then. It's either like the last gen or this gen, or potentially like ports and remasters and stuff, I suppose. But
when this game launched, was it a platform exclusive?
Yes.
okay, we have to find out the platform. I'm guessing PlayStation. So I'm gonna say, is this a PlayStation exclusive?
Yes.
Okay, right. Now we're sucking diesel, lads.
5 questions.
Would have been great if it was an Xbox exclusive because there are only like 2 of them.
Actually, yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
15 questions left, including the guess.
Should we try narrow down the genre, maybe?
Yeah, that could be a good shout. I mean, it's going to be hard because a lot of them are kind of the same genre. A lot of the PlayStation
Third-person action game.
I did not say.
Is this an original IP or is it a continuation of a series?
Define original IP.
As in, is it a new game, as in terms of PlayStation exclusive, or is it an extension of a series of exclusives?
I realize I shouldn't be elaborating too much, but when you're saying that, I just need to be clear. Are you saying that is this game an exclusive that was on PlayStation that was potentially on other systems beforehand in earlier entries in the series, or is this brand new to PlayStation? Is that what you're asking?
No, so a bit more like, is this like a brand new PlayStation game, as in first of series maybe, or is this like the third game in a series?
Okay. I can't answer that yes or no. So can you phrase it in yes or no?
Yes. Is this a continuation of a series?
Yes.
Okay. So that at least like it limits Horizon, Deathloop,
Bloodborne, gets rid of Bloodborne as well. Gets rid of.
So for some reason I'm thinking God of War.
I was just thinking the same thing. I mean, it just takes a question to make a guess, so.
But if we guess, we kind of limit it. We have to narrow it in a bit more. So. Okay, does your character say, "Boy"?
Yes.
Is it God of War?
No. Yes, it is. Of course it is.
I was going to be like, who else says "boy"?
I was just trying to think in my head, is there any other games I could have picked that would have counted for it. But yes, it is God of War. I went out of my way to pick something that would have been pretty easy to get. I didn't think you get it in 8 questions, though. I'm impressed, guys. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
And I think, Ciaran, your knowledge of the game also helped an awful lot there, I think, too. But yeah, that's great. That's stellar work, guys. Fair play. God of War 2016, I believe, on PS4. So, yep, that's one round over. Well done. Well done. Cool boss. Now, who wants to take the role of the next questioner? Questionee?
I'll jump in. I'll be the
Go on, you will.
questionee.
You will be the master of questions. Or
Yes.
answers. I don't know. This is confusing. Let's just get on with it.
Yeah. So, go.
Cool. Do you want me to go first, or will you?
Phil, you go ahead in there first.
Okay. Does this game's main character wear a hat?
No.
Okay, well, we know an awful lot there. Do you want to go like just me, you, me, you, me, you?
Yeah.
We'll obviously talk in between.
Yeah.
So, is it a post 2000 game, as in 1st of January 2000?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a modern game. Is it a post 2010 game, January 1st?
No.
Okay, so it's in that decade.
So it can be on consoles like PS3, it could be PS2, it could even be PS1, really. Jesus, there's like at least 3 generations there.
Yeah. But it's nothing from
PC.
PS4 onwards, so we know that much. Or that kind of lineage of consoles forward. Do we want to know, do we want to lock it into what generation it is? Like, we could always ask, like, is this the PS2, Xbox, GameCube era? Is this the PS3, Xbox 360, Wii era, or whatever it is?
Yeah, so let's go with the PS2 era. Is this a PS2 era game?
No.
Okay,
so...
Still could be PS1 era.
It could.
Which
just
includes
the
the
very
other
tail
consoles,
of it.
you know, but you would assume probably not. Knowing Shane's taste, it's probably PS3 era. Probably on the PS3 itself. Unless he's throwing
Probably
us a
Dark
curveball.
Souls.
Oh, could be. Could be.
I'm not that obvious.
Almighty, why didn't I think of that? Okay, so how can we figure out that it's definitely on the latter generation of consoles and also get more information out of it?
Is it PlayStation exclusive? PlayStation 3 exclusive?
Yeah, but then if it's no, wait, hold on. Before we ask that question, if it's not PS3 exclusive, but it was like Xbox 360 or something, then we're kind of screwed. Let's just ask that question. Let's just get this out of the way and make sure we know we're on the right track at least. Is it PS3 generation, which includes Xbox 360 and Wii?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
That is 5 questions down.
Okay.
Is it a console exclusive?
Is that your question? Is it a console exclusive?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so it's an open...
Multi-platform on PS3, Xbox, potentially PC. Okay.
Should we narrow down the genre, maybe?
I think it mightn't... Actually, what I would like to know is where was it developed? Is it like a Western game or a Japanese game?
That's a good question.
Is it a Western or Japanese developed game?
That's not a yes or no question.
Or Western or otherwise, let's say.
So your question is it a Western
developed game? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I think my heart's kind of pulling towards like Fallout 3 years if it's Bethesda. It's kind of like...
Could be.
But again, I'm just thinking of like open world games.
It could be. Well, like the reason I wanted to narrow that thing down is like it's not a Soulsborne by any stretch. Unless it's like some kind of weird clone. Yeah, I think you were on the money there with your should we narrow down the genre a little bit. How can we do that in a kind of a very efficient way rather than just like listing off each genre as a question?
That's the fun of 20 questions. You got to be efficient with your question asking.
Yeah.
What are we up to now, actually?
Up to 6.
You are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 questions.
Wait, this is the 7th, or we have asked 7?
You've asked 7. So this will be question number 8.
Oh, you got this by 8
tight.
last one. Okay. Should we narrow down the genre, I guess?
Yeah, we just say is it an open world RPG? I just don't know why I have like either Fallout or Skyrim or something in my head. Probably should.
I got it.
It could be GTA 5.
Let's ask that. So and this is me proposing the question to you rather than asking Shane. Like, do we ask something like, is this like an action RPG, or is this an open world game, or is this, kind of figure out something like that?
It actually just hit me. It can't be Fallout or Skyrim because your character can wear a hat.
That's true. Actually, bringing back the hat thing, that's true, and it couldn't have been Dark Souls either. Okay.
I also think my camera's like slightly falling down.
You're just wanting to show us more and more of that burly chest.
Oh man.
Okay, See, that made a good point. The hat thing actually is a game changer here, literally. Oh, okay. I'm gonna lean into another one of Shane's particular vices. Can you drive vehicles of any size, of any type in this game?
No.
Okay, so it's not Burnout, and it's not like Need for Speed and the other things that he enjoys. Okay, but we know now that the character does not wear a hat and can't drive vehicles and is on the PS3, Xbox 360, or something along those lines. Okay.
Is this a Summer of Arcade game?
No. I'm going to say no, but let me clarify.
Okay.
So I'm just thinking like along the indie route of maybe like From Dust or like Death Spank or something like from that kind of era.
That's a good.
They were all.
That's a good question. Is because like his
Limbo?
unsureness kind of leads me to believe it's indie-esque. Should we just ask now straight up? Is this what you would consider an indie game or a more AAA title? So like by which I think is implied when we say, is this an indie type game? So Shane, is this an indie type game? Would this be considered an indie game?
I don't think it would be considered an indie game.
It's the unsureness that just gets me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna give it a hard no, but like, I don't like if you get to the end and you think I don't think it's an indie game.
Fair. Okay, fair. But there's reason for doubt is the question, is the thing there. Is that like we could say that it is the thing. Okay. Interesting.
When was Minecraft released?
Ooh. Yeah, it would have been around that era. For sure, on PC anyway.
And I mean, like, it would have started as an indie game at least.
It was
but, like,
on
it wouldn't be
360
considered
and it was
an
on
indie game
PS3, I believe.
It was on those things.
Okay. Well, we just got a free question there. If regardless whether it's Minecraft or not. Okay. I've got a question here, right? So should we ask, like, narrow down, is it like any kind of violent game or whatever? So like, should we ask, like, does your character use weapons in this game? Or something along those lines. Okay. Shane, does your character use weapons in this game?
No.
Wow. No hat, no vehicles, no weapons.
What do you do in this game?
Yeah.
Do you build things with blocks in this game?
Well, you use weapons and you have hats in Minecraft, so.
Oh yeah, you do, don't you?
Yeah.
Maybe it's something like Wii Fit or something.
Oh, hold on. I wonder, is it something like Journey or something like that, where it's like, you know, it's like the higher end of indie, and like you don't use any. Although no, the Journey person has a shawl, which I would consider a hat. Would you consider that a hat? I wonder if like the.
I think we're gonna have to ask that question.
I don't know if I want to burn a question.
Do you consider a shawl a hat?
Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be. Yeah, well, a Journey wouldn't count because it's only on PS3 or PS4. No, PS3. Yeah. Okay, so no violence of such. Well, at least no weapons. No hat, no vehicles. It's across PS3, Xbox 360, that generation. Which includes Wii and PC, I suppose. What else do we know?
This is tough.
This is tough.
You have asked 11 questions.
We have asked 11 questions. Okay. So we've got 7 questions here to nail this in, Buzz. The pressure is on. Okay, can I ask one question here that I think will help us a little bit? Would this be considered a critically acclaimed game?
I was just about to say the same thing.
Yes.
Okay, so people love it. And you don't use any weapons, and you don't have a hat, and you don't use any vehicles.
Does a portal gun count as a weapon?
I think that's more of a Shane question. Like, would you consider that a weapon? Like, I don't know whether that falls.
It's more of a tool.
Like, it's kind of like, to me, I wouldn't say so, but that's more of a personal question, I guess. It's one of those things. Isn't it? I see where you're going.
Is this a puzzle game?
Yes.
Ooh, good question.
I think we have it.
Good question.
Do you shoot portals in this game?
Yes.
Oh, is this a sequel, or is it the first game?
Is it
Is
a
it a sequel?
No.
Okay, it's Portal.
So is it?
It is Portal.
Is it?
Yes.
It is Portal.
Go on.
Yes.
Well done, Buzz. Well done, Buzz. Show us that midriff in glorious satisfaction.
So that was
Glorious HT.
that was 15 questions, but yes, you are correct. It is the first Portal.
Wow. I'm so happy that you got that. Like, is a portal gun a
Yeah.
So
Because when you said is the Portal gun a gun, and then I kind of thought you were going to move away from that line of questioning, and I was going to be like, haha. But then you got me. The reason I was torn on the indie thing was because a lot of people's introduction to Portal was part of the Orange Box collection.
Yeah.
Which was like Portal was tacked on to Half-Life as kind of a smaller experience. That's what, got me. But then I was like, no, Portal had a full-blown sequel and everything. It is a full proper game.
Well, it's not an indie by definition because it's made by Valve.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's not made by an
That's
independent studio,
true.
so by definition,
Yeah.
it isn't like But no, that was a good one. I don't know if I would have gotten there if I'm honest. That puzzle question one is something I should have definitely thought to ask though.
Minecraft was 2011, by the way, so that would have been our year.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2011.
Mad.
Yeah, Minecraft was 2011.
I thought it was
Because
older than that. No, I think the original Minecraft is even older than that.
I considered Minecraft.
Did you? Okay.
I did consider Minecraft, and I'm pretty sure it said 2011.
Because I remember
was
somebody on a
Guardians.
podcast I was listening to recently saying, no, it wasn't. It was Roblox. That's what I'm thinking of. Where apparently like Roblox has been on the go since like 2006 or something.
Yeah, it's
like
been around for a
ridiculous.
long time.
It's
That game has
ridiculous.
completely resold itself or
That's-
reinvented itself.
That's Skynet
Multiple
in
times.
game form. That's just gonna eat the internet and just take us all over eventually.
I think it's the closest thing to the metaverse that's going to happen between that and Fortnite. Like,
Yeah, that and Fortnite proved the concept. Right.
Yeah, 18th of November 2011 for Minecraft.
There we go. And how long before Notch sold it off?
Yeah.
Anyway,
2 years.
with that, Bowe, good selection because it wasn't obscure, but it was like a sneaky little one that it's not the first to your
it was-
mind,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
kind of obscure, but also not.
Yeah. It struck the balance nicely. Yeah. Now this sets up. Guy obviously gave you an easy ball, and now I'm just looking at that one going, he really should have stuck him a little bit. Like now, with that, high expectations for Ciaran Busby. Can the Casual Gamecast boys figure this one out? Stay tuned to find out. Now, Ciaran, when you are ready.
I'm almost thinking like, would I change this to a harder one? But no, I keep what it is.
Hey, if you're going to, now's the time.
Go.
Okay, so will I go first or you?
Well, we're going to start with, does your character wear a hat?
Yes.
As is tradition from the other podcast. But yeah.
It's an homage.
It's an homage. It's a collage.
We might get who knows, we might be able to do a crossover episode someday.
Oh,
I'm sure the guys are beating down the doors.
Yes,
So yeah, the character does wear a hat. Okay. Now,
Well, your character can wear a hat, that's all we know. Not necessarily does,
yes.
but can.
Potential is there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Does a helmet count as a hat? a
I
biker helmet
like
or
to
something?
me anything you can equip on the head is a hat.
Okay.
But that's just me.
including what did you call it? Shawls. Including shawls.
Including shawls.
Including shawl. I guess not. I guess a shawl is let's not just get derailed here, but I suppose like a shawl is kind of like a onesie situation, so I don't know. Anyway, right, so can wear a hat. Was this game launched post 1st of January 2000?
Yes.
Okay, so
2 questions.
modern-ish game at the very least.
Was this game a platform exclusive?
Yes. That's 3.
So platform exclusive, can wear a hat after 2000. I'm going to keep narrowing down the timeline.
Yeah.
Was it launched after 1st of January 2010?
No.
Okay, so 2000 to 2010.
It's right in the same sweet spot that I was in.
So we need to be careful here in the sense that we don't want to like rabbit or pigeonhole ourselves a little bit in where we were thinking, because his thinking could be completely different. But at the same time, we did mention a lot of games in that era earlier. So my question here is going to be, since we started recording this 20 questions game, have we mentioned your game?
No, 5 questions.
Okay. So
That was a good one.
So like we did, it's not Minecraft, or well, like, we know it's not Minecraft now, but like it's not any of the other ones we mentioned. Okay.
Right, it's platform exclusive, so it's probably good to maybe try and narrow that down because, like you said, during my 20 questions, the 2000s to 2010 spans a lot of platforms.
It does. So here's the thing, right? Xbox is an American console, and PlayStations 1, 2, and 3, GameCube and Wii are Japanese, and 360 is also American. So do we want to ask, like, is it a American console or a Japanese console? And then at the very least we know which bucket it falls into, or do we straight up ask what console?
What if it's PC exclusive?
But this is the thing, you see. This is the thing. Oh no, you asked if it's console exclusive, so it's on a console.
I would clarify.
I asked platform exclusive.
Oh,
I did ask
prick.
platform.
You should have said console. Actually, no. To be fair, because if it wasn't, then we'd be screwed. Okay.
Maybe this will narrow down 2 of them. The kind of whole Western Eastern thing that you were talking about.
Sure.
Is this exclusive to a Microsoft platform?
No. 6 questions.
So that would knock out Windows as well.
So Sony or Microsoft at that point?
No Microsoft, because that would knock out.
Sorry, I mean Sony or Nintendo is what I meant to say.
Sony or Nintendo, yeah.
Okay. Well, since we've gone that far, we may as well go to the full 9 yards here.
Yeah.
Is this a Sony exclusive?
Yes.
Okay. So we're talking PS1, PS2, PS3 here. What's an easy way to narrow that down? Okay, I have an idea. So
right.
the PS1 could play CDs, the PS2 could play DVDs, and the PS3 could play Blu-rays. Is there any way we can use that? The platform in which this game came out on, can it play DVDs?
Yes.
We know it's the PS2 or the PS3, so.
Okay.
Technically, any of them can play.
The PS1 can't.
Can it not?
No, CDs.
Oh, it can play CDs. Yeah. You're right. Was there a DVD extension or something for that?
Possibly. I don't know. Well, DVD would have been so new.
Yeah, true.
I think PS2 was a lot of people's first. Let's see. How many questions are we in now? About 7? 8?
You were on 8, so you have asked 8. You have X amount left.
You've got God of War right now. Damn it. Okay. Right, so with that being said, it's PS2 or PS3. It's an exclusive. It feels silly to waste another question and narrow it down to which console it was without learning something else about it.
Yeah.
But we kind of need to a little bit. I don't know. What do you think?
Right, we know it's PS2, PS3.
Yeah.
I was going to go with the Western developer or Japanese developer, but on the PlayStation, that's really just narrowed down a whole lot. Like,
PlayStation 2 is just so mad with games that are on it. Like, so is the PS3. I think let's just get it out of the way. I think let's just figure out.
Yeah, let's
this one or
burn
the
a question on. Yeah, burn a question.
Yeah. Is this on PS2?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Right.
See, I was thinking it was probably PS3, and I was just trying to get this out of the way. Okay, so it's on PS2. It's a platform exclusive. Okay, I have an idea because I know that he's fond of this series. Is this a platformer?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, I have a fair idea what it is.
Well, I know this is a collaborative effort, but if you want to keep asking questions to try to steer it in the right direction,
I think it's no. Sorry, I'm just trying to clarify in my head. I think it's I think it's like a Jack and Daxter. I want to say. Because I was on a podcast before with Buzz where he brought up Jack and Daxter.
Look at that steely resolve. Look, he's giving nothing away.
He'd be great at poker.
I'm actually not great at poker at all.
Okay.
I was on Jamie J. Carr's podcast one time where he was doing like a stream and we were all playing poker and I went out like first straight away.
Okay, so it's not Jack and Daxter. Okay, no. Yeah, I think it's that, but we could narrow it in a little bit by saying, do you fire guns in the later Jack and Daxters? I think you do you? I was going to ask, do you fire guns? And then that way, if it was a yes, it would be Ratchet and Clank. And if it was like a no, it would be Jack and Daxter. But I think in the latter Jack and Daxter, you do. How do we... Okay. Is there any other platformers that are Sony exclusive that aren't Ratchet and Clank and Jack and Daxter that are on the PS2?
Do you know what might help you get out of this Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter funk, or narrow it down to either of those? Does the main character have a sidekick?
Well, both of them have a sidekick.
Yes.
Okay, so that puts us kind of...
It is one of those two.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I don't think there's even any point in asking a question to define one or the other, because even if we get it wrong, it's just going to be the other one. Is this Jack and Daxter?
Are you asking straight away now?
He's asking.
Is this Jack and Daxter?
This ends the game. Are you sure you want to continue?
What do you mean? Yes, if it's the right answer, yes.
It's playing the game. We have 20 questions. One of those questions can be a guess.
Yeah.
I thought you're like, it was the guess is your last one and it ends the game.
No. Like you have 20
confident.
questions and you have to make sure to build in a question for your guests, if you get me. So like every guess is also a question.
No.
Ooh, okay. So it has to be the other one, do you think?
I mean, we are up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Or
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 questions right now.
Or did we just not ask the right one in the series?
How do you mean?
Like, maybe it's Jack 2.
That would be sneaky.
That could be, though. It could be. Okay. I think we asked one question to kind of help us figure out if we're on the right series, which is your partner
organic life?
Yeah, was it an organic partner? Or is the question? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so it's not Ratchet and Clank. I think it's Jack 2, but like, what else could it be?
I mean,
because like maybe Buzz would have kind of given it to us. I don't know. Then like is the thing. So I'm just assuming that he's going, because I probably would have said no, it wasn't, if he didn't specify 2 as well. But like I don't know whether Buzz would have done that or not. So do we like let's do really quickly, and I'm sure there's people at home screaming at their phones right now. Is there other platform exclusive PS2 platformers where you have an organic partner?
Are you asking me? Is this
no,
Shane,
question?
Shane.
No. This is our we're spitballing here.
Yeah.
Oh, my memory on this is like historically has not been great.
Like PS2, what was there? Like they're the big ones, Ratchet and Clank and Jack. Okay, so how many questions have we left, Buzz?
You have used 13, so that means you've
7 left, including
6 and a guess.
Yeah.
Should we just ask is it Jack 2?
Could ask if it's a sequel, maybe.
Yeah, that's a good thing, because then at least if he says no, we know that's definitely not 3. Yeah, that's a good question. Should we just ask that?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay. Is this a sequel?
Yes.
Okay, so it's one. It's either 2 or 3. What do you think? I'm going to say 2.
Is there only 3 Jack and Daxter games?
Well, there's the weird kart racing game, but this is a platform.
Technically, there's another one as well. Sorry, I know there's actually another one, but it's on PS3. Called The Last Frontier. It's like it's trash.
I didn't even realize that existed. I thought you were talking about Daxter.
Oh yeah, Daxter as well.
Yeah,
that was a great
yeah. Okay, so it's either 2 or 3. I'm going to assume 2 because I know on the last podcast I was on with Buzz, he was singing the praises of 2 because it became an open world GTA like.
I'm happy for you to make that guess if you have my blessing.
You're just giving me all the guesses in case they're wrong.
No, you have my blessing to make that guess. I would agree with you. I think we've narrowed it down to, I think we're spot on with the whole Jack and Daxter. It's just which one it is.
Okay,
but it's not 1, we know that much because it's a sequel. So it's whether it's 2 or 3.
And we asked specifically, was it 1? And actually, does he wear a hat? Because he said yes. It's weird. Okay. Is it Jack 2?
No. It's 15.
Is it Jack 3? I'm not asking that. Hold on.
Oh, are we way off base here? Have we got too focused on Jack and Daxter?
It could be. It could be something fucking obvious. Oh no. Because now we kind of... And now I don't know how do I get out of this without asking, is it Jack 3?
You've got 4 more questions and a guess, by the way.
4 more questions and a guess. Damn it. Like, what if we go off on a tangent and it was Jack 3 all along?
For the audio listeners, I am shrugging.
Okay, look. Fuck it, I'm just going to burn the question. Is this Jack 3?
No.
Okay, right, so we wasted like 4 questions on the Jack and Daxter.
You wasted way more than 4 questions.
We would be terrible detectives. We like the good cop, bad cop routine. We would just be like chasing the wrong crime completely.
Okay. So we've got 3 questions left and a guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
They wear a hat, they have a sidekick, an organic sidekick.
Yeah, I love that.
Who else has sidekicks in stupid PS2 games?
Okay, so we got like Crash Bandicoot that had PS2 games. Oh, I wonder if there's a Twin Sanity. Sly Cooper?
Oh, Sly Cooper. He definitely wears a hat.
He definitely wears a hat. And he has many sidekicks.
He does.
And it's a sequel, so we know it has more than one.
What are Sly Cooper sequels?
1, 2, and 3.
Oh, okay.
I know they have titles, but that's what we can refer to them as, I'm sure. Okay, let's just figure out is that at least the right thing, okay? And then if not, we just have to really fucking dial this in.
Yeah.
Are you a raccoon?
You are a raccoon.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Right. We're getting there. We're getting it done. So it can only be, to my knowledge, I think there was only ever 3 of those games. I could be wrong. Maybe there's spin-offs and stuff I'm not aware of, but I believe there was only 3.
We've asked 17 questions.
We could knock it out, I guess.
We could just go, we could ask, is it Sly 1, and then ask, is it Sly
it's a sequel.
2?
So it's 2 or 3.
I would say this is why I think you shouldn't get multiple guesses for the title. It should be 1 and that's it. Because you could just get like 20 questions to be like, oh, is it this game? Is it this game? Is it this game? And eventually get it right.
I'm just going by the Game Scoop rules. This is how they play it, okay? So shoot them, not me.
Okay.
He does make a fair point, but we've started, so we've started, so we'll finish.
Yeah, maybe we'll do like the extreme 20 questions. Yeah.
Extreme.
And actually, I think that's how the game is played in most circles. Okay, so it's either 2 or 3.
Is it Sly Cooper 2?
Released in 2003, I think, on the PlayStation 2 by developer Sucker Punch. Sly Cooper, Band of Thieves is the correct answer. Congratulations.
Hey! I was so sure it was a Jack and Daxter game.
I actually meta quizzed that, right? So like my whole thing was like, if I choose a PS2 like early 2000s game, you're gonna think it's Jack 2. And I didn't realize.
You are a crafty man, sir. A crafty man.
I didn't realize you could have multiple guesses. That's why I was like, "Oh, are you sure you want to ask that right now?"
Because I'm pretty sure in the Game Scoop thing that we were referencing, I remember they have done that in the past, but maybe I'll have to cross-reference that. But let's chalk that up as like a hack. So for now, because maybe it's just like, hey, you know, we kept playing, but we did make incorrect guesses along the way. So let's just call that a mulligan.
Either way, Buzz won because it took us the most amount of questions to guess his game.
Absolutely. Yeah. Although we were very close on yours as well, weren't we?
It was 18 for Buzz, 15 for mine, and 8 for yours.
Wow. Okay, my choice sucked.
You went too big. You went too like well known.
Yeah. Well, I also just wanted to be sure that you guys knew how to play the game, so I said I'd give you an easy one. You know. So,
That's fair. Such a gracious host. Such a gracious host.
Yeah, exactly. Whew, we got there, ladies and gentlemen. So, Buzz, you are the triumphant winner of this Christmas's 2021 20 questions. That is so hard for me to say, and I don't know why.
That means you have to come back every Christmas now to defend your crown.
Oh, well, I'd be honoured to come back every Christmas, and I will defend this crown.
We will make a crown in the interim, and I will send it your way.
Yeah.
Or I'll just like Photoshop it in on top of the video podcast. It's all the one or the other.
Yeah.
Anyway, with that, guys, thanks a million for joining us. We hope you are enjoying your festivities. We hope you are having plenty of beer. We hope you are having plenty of non-alcoholic beer, if that's your kind of thing. We hope you're having plenty of turkey, plenty of ham, plenty of vegetables, whatever you're into. And I hope most of all you are playing some video games and you are spending time with your family if you are lucky enough to have some around, and you are just enjoying yourself in general. Thank you for watching. Festivities and Christmas wishes and all the rest from all of us here at the Casual Gamecast. I've been Phil and I've been joined by Shane. Say goodbye, Shane.
Goodbye, everybody. Happy Crimbo.
A proper Crimbo. And I've been joined by the wonderful Ciaran Busby. Say goodbye, Ciaran.
Ho, ho, ho! Have a lovely Christmas.
Somebody can that, please. Anyway, thanks, guys. Take care. Happy Christmas. And most of all, stay casual. Bye.